I didn't forgive my mother because she asked for forgiveness. I didn't forgive my mother because she knew she was wrong. And I didn't forgive my mother because she changed. Because she never asked for forgiveness. She believed she did nothing wrong. And she didn't change. I forgive my mother for me. I remember waiting with my sister. We wanted to talk to Mom so we could talk to him. And since we were just waiting, we just sat down and did nothing, trying not to think about it. I had never noticed the hills being as steep, and the grass seemed to be a real vibrant green. All this power, I felt like I was being tugged. Something was telling me to leave this place. Suddenly, a slow, rusty blue car drove up the driveway, kicking up dirt and gravel as it came along. That wasn't our mother. That was him. He slowed down and looked over. Did he recognize us? Have we changed enough? Could he see the anticipation in our eyes? Quickly, he put his car in reverse and my heart jumped up in my throat. I lost all control. I couldn't believe it was him. He was right here, and that was my chance. But then I couldn't breathe. And then he was gone. Ugh. The wind changed. Now it was pushed me down the same driveway he just left. Leave. Let go. Just leave, the trees seemed to say. Now that nature knew he was out of my reach, it pushed me again to leave. But I couldn't just leave. Why wouldn't nature just let me catch him? It felt like the hills were rolling and turning, trying to create momentum to push me away from this awful place. But I'm not done. I just wanted to get info. I had almost had him. How am I going to get peace now if I can't confront him? Then nature calmed down. I reached a concrete path. My sister was just sitting there in anger. Nothing was said because what could we say? I screwed up. But I couldn't give up. Nothing has changed. The old porch was still collecting junk. I just had to go inside. It was just like it had always been. My mother standing in front of the kitchen sink. And then the trees and nature started setting off in the distance, not interrupting or coming into the house. I just don't know, my mother said, as she continued to gaze outside. Mom, Annette, I really wish I could call you that, but you haven't been much of a mother to me. Not all. I knew I was falling again, trying to give her another chance. I know, she said as her face remained calm and yet sad. Still, she would not look at me. I touched her arm weakly, and it reminded me of touching my grandmother's arm. Her skin was soft, but I could tell she was weak. Instantly, I felt sad, wanting so badly to do something. Then I heard a yell from outside. Come on, Kristen, I'm leaving. You know, I can't let this go, but I don't want this to be the last time we meet. I will see you again. And without any movement, she responds softly. Okay. As much as I didn't want her to leave, I knew we couldn't stay here anymore. And as I left, I could see my mother still standing at the kitchen sink, looking out the back. She never once turned or moved. She just kept staring. I forgive my mother for my own spiritual and mental health that have been tugging on my physical being for a long time. All that we are arises from our thoughts. We can't control everything, but we can control how our emotions impact our lives. This is why forgiveness is so important. To heal.